So guys, on a trip down into Wales and then back into Shropshire and travelling home, I've just hit the 4,000 miles for the Mitas E-07 Plus Enduro trail tyres. So guys, we're now at 4,000 miles on these Mitas E-07 Plus trail tyres. We're clocking the miles on them. The bike's performing superbly well, same as every other review. Still doing a little bit of motorway journeys, and this is just simply to get to certain locations. Haven't done so much in the way of trail rides over the last 1,000 miles, so it's predominantly main back road type riding, little bit of motorway, maybe about 10% of that, and a little bit of trail, but not much. So how are they doing? Bike's comfortable, it sticks to the road really well still. People ask about the tyres in the wet, but these blocky tyres, you've got to be respectful of them when it rains, and these are exactly the same. But from a tyre depth point of view, let's have a little look and see where we're at 4,000 miles. So at 3,000 miles, the front middle was 7mm, and we're now looking at just a touch under 7mm, so it's lost a little bit, but not too much. So just a touch under 7. And the outer, it's not exactly the outer, the actual part of the tyre that is getting used, but it's been the same measurement all the way through. So at 3,000 miles, it was just a touch under 9mm at this point, and now it's just a touch under 8mm. So that's lost, it's lost a millimetre on that outer part there, and on the middle it's just lost a fraction of a millimetre. It's lost a little bit, but not too much. So again, it's sort of pretty consistent with the wear that's been going on, and you can see, yeah, you've still got really good blocks, to be fair. Just little bits every now and again you can see it's starting to round off, but not appreciably, and the tyres seem to be holding up pretty well, so that's great. We've lost a little bit of tyre depth, but not a huge amount. Let's go and have a look at the back. Oh, the other thing just to note is you're starting to see the tyre wear indicators just there. That's not a problem, it's just you can start to see them a little bit more with the wear of the slight wearing of the blocks. So the middle is just a touch under 7, and it was a touch under 8, so it's lost a millimetre down the centre. So it's lost a millimetre down the centre and just a fraction of a millimetre on this edge here. Now the rear tie's getting the more wear, and you can start to see it rounding off just in little edges here and there. The middle blocks are still fairly sharp, but on the outer edges here you can see it wearing away. I mean, there's good indication there if you can see it. And that's obviously starting to wear them tyres a little bit, and the indicators, the tread indicators, are just there and there, so we'll see them more prominently over time. So the wear is fairly even front and back, and I've mentioned this before, but the tyres are designed to wear to a point that they'll wear out at the same time, so that'll be interesting to see if it happens. There are no adverse effects on the tyre, with the tyre wear on the bike's performance. You can definitely see from 3000 to 4000 starting to get a little bit of rounding on some of the edges, and I expect that to increase over the next couple of thousand miles. So I guess in a nutshell, not much different. And actually, to have something that's not much different from every 1,000 miles is, I suppose, what you'd expect at this stage. But I'm really happy with the tyres. Tremendous road holding, and let's just see over the next 2,000-3,000 miles. I'm sure at some stage we're going to get the point it's starting to have an effect, but at the moment it isn't. Thanks a lot, guys. Speak to you in 1,000 miles.